Good morning, my friends, and welcome to our first social media digest. So, I'm going to go live weekly and I'm going to discuss everything um, that I believe you, as a local business owner or a small business owner, need to know what's happening with social media marketing. Because the whole purpose of this is the educated we are, the better it is for us to make a decision marketing our business. So, this is on. Wednesdays, Friday. I'm detangling myself. So on Fridays, we're going to go live and we're going to talk about what is exactly happening in the world of social media. I'm not going to make it long, so we're going to be very quick. If you are live with me, welcome. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll go through your questions. Otherwise, this is going to be something like 15-20 minutes that we catch up for finding out what's happening in the world of social media marketing and how it will help local and small business owners like you to moving forward. Okay, so the first thing I want to talk about is about, I think it was early this month, February. This is for the Australian owned business owners. So if you are in Australia and you are registered with GST, they need, regardless of if you're registered actually or not, from as of 15th of February, as of Monday, Facebook will update the GST treatment of Facebook ad purchases by Facebook GST registered. You should have received an email from Facebook on the 2nd of February for this. So what they were saying is they were actually, as of 15th, Facebook will update GST treatment of Facebook ad purchases by GST registered customers in Australia. Facebook will require business advertising for a business purpose to provide a valid ABN number. You just have to make sure that you update your ad account setting. I am going to put a link in there, link down here in the comment section for you to have a look. So the links that we're going to talk, that I'm going to put in are obviously this one. So this is talks about Australia's goods and services tax when it comes to the GST and when it comes to the Facebook advertising. The link will be there in the comment section that I'm going to put in. I would 100% recommend for you to read it. So what you have to do is you have to make sure that you update your ad account with a correct ABN number. Funny enough, there are people who register for advertise on Facebook and they don't provide a correct ABN number, and they are actually going in and cleaning this up. They are gonna get rid of it altogether if you do not have a valid ABN number. And I think the GST charges, I'm not an accountant, but the GST charges will be different. So because GST is added on top of charges, you won't reach your billing threshold faster, but you may be charged more than your billing threshold amount if you pay for Facebook ads with the manual payment method. GST is accounted for at the applicable rate. So make sure you do update your ABN, because your ABN determines if you are registered for GST or you're not registered for GST. I'm also going to put an account if you're wondering, I don't know how to do this, how to update my account. I'm putting this add your ABN to your account link. It explains everything, how you have to do it. There is a link that you can actually put in. It gives you access. It goes directly into your ad account. Wherever you click on there, it will take you directly to your ad account. So in the ad setting, in the ad account setting of your ads manager, if you click on that link, you can update. It will show and you can update everything there. Was that this one? Let me just quickly check. I think that was the one. Will take you, I'm just going to check this. I think that's the one. I just want to make sure that I'm not sharing my account details on live Facebook, but just let me quickly check. Yes, so the link, yes, it takes you there. So if you click on that link, I'm going to take you back to the screen. So if you click back, if you click on that add account setting of Ads Manager, it will take you directly. I'm going to zoom so you will see what I'm talking about. You can see where I want you to see. I want you to click. So down here, I don't know if it's zoomed out or not, zoomed in or not. So add account, it's coming. It's coming, slowly moving. I need to connect my computer directly, I think, to internet. I need to run a cable, I think. So ads account setting of Ads Manager. So if you click on there, it will take you directly to your account manager, and from there you can actually update your ABN number. So make sure you do that before the 15th. If you are running ads, if you are running ads, the charges will be different. So you just have to make sure that your ABN is updated. So let's go back to 100% so we can see everything correctly. All right, so that was the first thing, and that was the most important one. If your business is in Australia, if you are registered for ABN, you have to be registered for ABN, but what they need to know is it is a correct ABN, and you're either registered for GST or not registered for GST. So as far as I know, I'm not an accountant, but as far as I know, it's $75,000 above, you need to require to register for GST. Revenue or turnover, one of them. So what we got to do, so the next one I'm going to talk about, this is something exciting. Instagram, finally, Facebook decided to introduce a professional dashboard for Instagram. When you look at it, you probably think, oh, I've already seen this. What are you talking about? But what they've done is they actually brought them together. So if you look at here, let's talk about, okay, get the latest from Instagram. They're introducing professional dashboards. So what it is actually we already have this, but they're scattered everywhere on Instagram. If you are using Instagram for your business, this is the best opportunity, this is a great tool for you. If you're not using Instagram for your business, you should be. But that's another conversation. However, this is really good. Some of them is already there. So if you look at them, it's already there. However, what they've done is they actually put them together, make it easy to find something. And we all know when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, to find the tools and what's going on, it's just continuously changing. So I'm so excited to let you guys know that you can now have access to everything to do with your business insight, advertising, badges, and everything in one spot. I'm going to show you. So you must be wondering how you can access it. I'm going to connect you to my phone. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to show you how to do this. So when you need to log into your Instagram account. Ooh, I've reached my limit with Instagram. I'm just going to ignore the limit for today. All right, so you need to log into your Instagram account and then go to your account. No internet connection. Okay, go to your account down the bottom here. Can you see it? So here, I don't know if you can see this. Here, no internet connection. Okay. I don't know. All right, so down here, when you up here, you can see, I don't know if I can. All right, so to access the professional dashboard, up here in where right underneath your oh my god, account name, username, and then underneath your username it says view professional dashboard. So if you click on that, it takes you to your professional dashboard. As I said, you have access to all the insight, the grow your business section, which is to do with your promotion, branded content, set up Instagram shops. And what they have is they actually have some tools and some tips and best practices for you. What they've done, and what I think it's an amazing thing, I love it, because it brought everything in one spot. One thing that I noticed, if you're using Instagram for your business continuously, it's so easy to find it. But what I found is for my clients, It's just so hard. When I say go to this place, it's so hard to find it. But I'm excited. So if you don't have it yet, I'm sure that you should have this, because they rolled out, this was the quickest rollout. I think they announced it on 25th of January. So they announced it on 25th of January. And I do think that it has been rolled out. If you go to your account and you don't have it, just be patient. But I do believe that everyone have access to their professional dashboard. So that's another news. I'm going to put the link in the comment again for you to have a look at. It's let's see what they talk about. So they do have a lot of Instagram is growing since Facebook bought them. Instagram is growing, and it's an amazing opportunity, amazing tool for the small business and local business owners. Everything is in one spot, and that's just great. So that's another news. Let's go to our next news. I'm going to check my notes as to what I wanted to share with you. All right, so we talked about that. Okay, so before one of the most important one I think we need to discuss is that the Facebook likes will be disappearing. They have, when did they announce it? Hang on. Okay, so it's called, I did put that on the group, and I did talk about it before. So on 6th of January, they introduced a new page experience. So they are changing. There are some benefits, and there are probably some downfall. I'm going to move myself from here. I might move myself over here. So there are some downfalls when they roll out. One thing I have to say, when they're in the process of rolling this out, they will allow you to go backward and forward between the classic one, which we're already using at the moment, to the new page experience. So they do allow you to do that before you move to the new page experience. I am the person who go for it, because I need to learn and I need to find out what's new, and I love anything shiny. So I will go for it, because I know when I break it, I can sort of manage to get it back. But if you're comfortable with the classic, just stay as a classic. Especially, this is the biggest one, especially if when you move your page from a classic to the new experience, it actually gets rid of your page likes. So they are gonna get rid of all the page likes, and they're gonna stick to page followers. The thing for me, it is a good thing, because there was always confusing when you're advertising. The problem with it is there are people who like your page, but they don't necessarily follow your page. So people who only like and do not follow, which is majority of time is a friend or someone you know, and they just like it, so it make you feel better, but they don't follow it necessarily. So when they don't click the follow button, when they don't select the follow, they don't see your post, I can say, at all. I can actually say bravely. And a lot of people, probably marketers, going to go, what are you talking about? But if they don't select the follow, they're hardly going to see your post on a Facebook page. So I'm excited about it. I'm actually excited about it, because I want to see the real people that are following my page or my client's page or your page, because they're the valuable people. They're the one they put their hand up and say, I want to hear from you. So don't panic, don't get stressed. The only thing is, when you move it to the new page experience, the people who only liked but they didn't follow, they're not going to be migrated to the new page. But it's interesting. We're going to go through, I've got some notes that I'm going to go through it with you. So it's going to be redesigned layout. I haven't got it. I don't know if I've got it yet. It's a bit confusing. I don't know if I've already migrated, and I have no idea, but I can see if I've tried to see with other people's, to have a look at my page, and the like button's still there. So I'm thinking I haven't been migrated. I haven't been prompted to migrate, and I've got a feeling they usually, see that picture here? They usually put that, they usually use the same picture in their article when they prompt you to move into the new experience. But I would suggest for you, we're going to go through some notes. I would suggest for you to just pay attention to make sure that you are ready to move. if so these are what's new about it. There are some it explains what it is, dedicated news feed, a new way to engage. I still think I like it, the follow trend. I do prefer that. So they've got a new Q&A format. I think I've actually got a new Q&A format in my group, but I don't know if I haven't seen it on the page. Focus on the page followers. This is my excitement about focusing on the page followers, because I was never ever in fan of page likes. First of all, they don't mean anything. Second of all, they just necessarily doesn't mean they're right audience for the businesses. So it's very important. I'm excited to get rid of the likes. I've always been excited, even when they got rid of the likes in the Instagram post likes. It's exciting because people are just hone, and businesses just concentrate on how many likes they have, when the likes does not bring you money. Followers do though, because they put their hand up and say, I want to hear from you. So let's move on. Okay, so the improved management tool, I'm still waiting. Safety and integrity, I'm all for that, for the safety. So they do have a help center that I think I've got it up. Let's click and see what it takes us. I do have the link. I'm going to put the link in the comment section. All right, getting started. So this link, it's going to be in a comment section for you to have a read. So it explains as best as Facebook explains things. So so don't get frustrated. If you're a part of my group, anytime ask a question, I'm happy to answer your questions, but just read through, understand what's included and what's not included. Some admins, they've changed the name of the admins and everything. There is good frequently asked questions. I might put a link for that as well for you to read. There are some, they tried their best. They're getting better. They tried their best to explain as much as they can. But it's just a trial and error. It's just a learning phase, but just make sure. This is the notes I was going to share with you. Okay, so I'm going to share these notes with you. What happens to a page like when you switch to the new page? So obviously, like I said, if someone likes and follows your classic page, they will continue. However, if they only liked your page, it will not going to move. So you just have to weigh it to make sure you want to move. I would suggest, I personally think, maybe dabble in between. If you're managing your own page, do that. But as I know, with some of you local business owners and small business owners, you have a small team, or if you're a solopreneur and you're managing your own social media, specifically Facebook, the last thing you need is another pane. So stick to your classic if you're comfortable, and just stick with it. So all right, another thing I was going to say, this is the notes I was going to share with you. So if there are people who just follow you, and I love those because they only follow you. So if they only do that, they will be transferred to the new experience. So because if you look at your page under your About section, it will tell you, when you go to the About section, it will tell you how many people like your page and how many people follow your page. So you tend to have, some pages tend to have more followers, because we were afraid of liking a page just in case it means putting our hand up. But anyway, that comes from not knowing how this giant social media works. Okay, so what happens if you switch back to the classic? So let's say you move to the new and you switch back to the classic. So again, followers, everything remains the same. But I would suggest, if they're giving you a chance to move backward and forward, I will 100% suggest for you to try it out, test it out, and see what happens. And if you got scared, just go back to the classic. I haven't got mine yet, so I'm looking forward to it. And if I get mine, when mine gets my page get prompted, I will definitely do a video so we can all go through it together. So I am going to put all the information in there for you to read. Make sure you read it so you understand it. Even if you have external people, VAs managing your Facebook, you just have to make sure you are aware, you're right, and what's changing. So before I go, there is one thing I want to share. I always like to have a fun read, and this one is about Facebook and how does newsfeed predict what you want to see. There's a lot of myths, there's a lot of facts, and there's a lot of myths about, I don't know if I'm saying it right, myth about Facebook and how the algorithm works. So I'm going to put the link in there, and I would like you to read it, because it is a good education about how this social media works, because there's a lot of there's more myth about this from people who don't know anything about social media, and there are some facts that I would definitely recommend for you to read it. So you need to understand this beautiful platform. I love it for the small businesses, that and how it works. How do you get your feed? What happens to your feed? And how you get some of the posts you get, because this will help you understand how your audiences, I've got to move myself again. I don't know why I'm on this side. We'll move here. How your audiences actually interact with your page and how they see your post. So check out the myth as well. But it is a good read. It's amazing how I think it's clearly explained. How does it work? And they give you an example so you understand it. I will definitely, I think I said that about 3 or 4 times. I would definitely recommend for you to read this. It's a good read to understand, especially when you're using social media for personal reason. If you have families and children who are using it, it's good to understand how this platform works and how the AI works. And even for business owners, it's very important for you to understand as well. So when you're posting something, if you don't get any traction or nothing happens, the reason is the audience. Either you're going to the wrong audience, you have wrong audience liking your page, who are not interested in what you're talking about, or you actually, all you talk about is yourself and your business. So that's a definite no-no. But anyway, have a read of this. It's really interesting. They released it back in 26th of January, last month. And we're already mid-February. It's amazing. All right, my friend, hope this was helpful. I am going to put all the link available in the comment section for this video. And this was our first weekly social media digest with Meta. I hope you have a fantastic day. We got Chinese New Year, so happy Chinese New Year for my dear friends. And if you are watching this and you're celebrating Chinese New Year, happy Chinese New Year to you. I tried to say it in Chinese this morning. I decided not to, because I don't want to butcher that language with how bad I am to pronounce it. But you have a happy Valentine's Day. Enjoy your day, and we'll talk next week. Bye for now.